Can effective economic decisions be made without reliable data? Support your answer with an example. Effective economic decisions generally cannot be made without reliable data because good decisions rely on data and analysis, not guesswork. Because resources are limited and have alternative uses, making choices based on speculation rather than facts, which are the basis of data, can lead to the inefficient use or wastage of those resources. Understanding data helps different economic entities in the following ways. Avoiding waste. Producers analyze data regarding consumer likes, income levels, and current demand before deciding what to produce. This specific analysis ensures that limited resources are used well and not wasted. Managing risks. Economists use data from financial statements and government reports to identify potential risks and opportunities, helping individuals and institutions make informed choices. National planning. Governments rely on systematic data collection such as the Economic Survey of India to review past performance and identify future challenges. This data acts as a blueprint for the union budget and helps policymakers make critical decisions regarding taxation and welfare spending. Supporting example, the farmer. The farmer cannot rely on guesses. They must base their choices on reliable data such as soil condition, rainfall, and market demand. For instance, if data suggests a region is prone to drought, choosing to grow water-intensive sugarcane instead of drought-resistant millet could lead to failure and depletion of scarce water resources. By using reliable data, the farmer can optimize the use of their limited land and labor to achieve the best possible outcomes. Analyze how a country's present economic choices can shape its long-term future. Why is it important to consider future consequences while making economic decisions today? A country's present economic choices shape its long-term future by determining how limited resources are allocated, which directly affects the nation's growth, environmental health, and well-being of its citizens. Because resources have alternative uses, every decision made today involves a trade-off that acts as a trajectory for the years to come. How present choices shape the future. Sustainability versus short-term gains. Decisions about what to produce carry long-term environmental consequences. For example, choosing to produce water-intensive crops like sugarcane may yield high immediate profits, but the opportunity cost is the long-term degradation of soil health and depletion of water levels. Conversely, choosing drought-resistant crops like millets promotes sustainable agriculture and preserves resources for future generations. Human and physical capital. Government choices regarding expenditure such as whether to fund healthcare and education versus defense and space exploration determine the quality of a nation's future. Workforce and infrastructure. Investment in education and technology is a primary driver of long-term economic growth and development. Economic system evolution. The fundamental choice of an economic system dictates a country's capacity for innovation. For instance, a market-oriented system encourages competition and better quality products, while a purely planned system may restrict innovation due to heavy regulation. India's shift toward a market-oriented mixed economy after 1991 was a pivotal choice that increased competition and opened the economy to global trade, fundamentally changing its growth path. Why future consequences must be considered. Considering future consequences is essential because it allows economic entities to optimize resource use and avoid irreversible wastage. Identifying future challenges. Tools like the Economic Survey of India allow policymakers to review past performance and identify upcoming challenges and opportunities. This systematic analysis helps governments create a blueprint for future budgets, ensuring that taxation and spending are aligned with long-term goals. Avoiding resource depletion. Since resources are scarce, using them wastefully today leaves fewer options for the future. Economic analysis helps individuals and institutions understand the potential outcomes and risks. of their choices, moving decision making away from the guesswork and toward data-driven sustainability. Maximizing long-term well-being. By evaluating the opportunity cost of current decisions, a society can ensure it is not sacrificing essential future needs like a healthy environment or an educated population for non-essential short-term ones. Ultimately, the three key questions, what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce, are not just about meeting immediate demands. They are about managing a country's evolution and ensuring that current prosperity does not come at the expense of the next generation.